Thank you for joining us on this and the next episode of the How To series. I'm very pleased to welcome Linley. She's a senior instructional designer from Higher Education Partners. Linley, you have 10 minutes to demo and 5 minutes for the question and answer session. Over to you.
Good, thank you. And thanks to all the moderators for supporting. So welcome everyone. You'll see the title on the screen. And as I think it's Lindiwe said, that I am an instructional designer. So we have to support lecturers to develop modules, but particularly to develop lectures. So to also create micro lectures in their modules. So one of the things that we've now started using is Lumen5, okay, just as a new trick to support them with their development. And it's also rooted in AI. So I'm going to be showing you that today. One of the things that you can do as well, so that's why I said it's a tip to make a script, but it's also tips to make clips, okay? So to turn your scripts into video clips. So the first thing is to go and use, one of your Gen AI tools, such as, let me just see if I can close this. So such as ChatGPT or Bard. I more, at the moment, use ChatGPT. We're going to be using ChatGPT 4 soon. And because Bard doesn't seem to understand me always, always says to me, do you know that I'm only a large language model? So I'm using ChatGPT, but you can choose what you prefer. And I make a prompt that's very specific, okay? So you can tweak your prompt to kind of what you need in your micro lecture. So this particularly, we are supporting lecturers to also develop weekly videos. So those intro videos for a week, whatever the topic may be, and then also summary videos. So you are able to do this with concept videos or, like micro lectures when there's, something, a topic or a theme that you have to cover. And that would require a bit more prompt engineering. So really consider your prompt there. But this is quick tips for weekly scripts. Okay. So I've already now asked ChatGPT, I would want, a particular style, a particular format, the target audience, and I'll add that just my prompt to the chat, so you can also get an idea of, you can use that example and tweak it to what you need. But remember to add your topic, add the weekly outcomes for the week as well. Be very specific what you ask, and then you get a script according to what the input that you've provided. And actually, this script was quite good. I took a topic of nutrition, and the topic this week was designing a healthy diet. So I even asked ChatGPT, start with a story, make it a bit more personal, make it welcoming. Okay, so once you have your weekly topic, you can go, or your weekly script, you can go and copy that, and then you go and open Lumen5. So you'll have to sign up for Lumen5. It's easy to sign up. You can use your Google account or whatever the case may be. But once you sign up, know that for the free version, you have 5 video credits for the month. Okay, so only 5. You may want to consider, paying for it and buying the full version. And I'll show you later what that entails. But what the free version entails is, it's quite robust, or, our module authors can make use of it. So now you've got your script. Now you want to turn it into a video. So the next thing you do is you click on new video, and then it gives you template options. And then you can go and choose one that speaks to you, okay? So 8 signs that might need a digital detox, but it doesn't matter what the content says. It's about how the look and feel of that template is. So now you've got your script. So there's some options here on how to get started with your video. And because you already have a script, you want to say text on media, convert your blog post or script to video. Once you click on that, you can see that there's a dialog box there that you can go and paste your script in there. There are other options to continue with AI. That is if you have little notes, and then AI actually does what ChatGPT or any Gen AI tool would do. It goes and expands on those notes. But I've got my full script already. I think let me just go and paste the script and then go over here. Okay, so I've just pasted this prompt example in the chat, so that's what that is. Okay, good. I've got my script over here, and I'm going to say skip and use all the content in this script. And then you see it tells me, okay, the script's going to be about 2 minutes long. That's actually good for a weekly introduction video. And it goes and breaks it out into segments as how it would be covered in that video. And I don't really have to do much here. If you see one segment is a bit too long, you can go and edit it. But I would rather do that once you start editing the video. Okay, so I'm happy to go, and I'm going to say convert to video. And then you see magic happens. And like I said, it was rooted in AI. So it takes your script and it puts it into a presentation of video format, and it starts adding your script to slides. So like you saw the breakout or the breakdown, and then it adds some images, suggested images according to your script. Okay, so you'll see it has suggested some images here, and you can go through it one by one. Okay, so let's just, in the chat, I put, the how-to steps. So we've now generated a script, we've accessed Lumen5, we've added a script, and now it's time to edit your script. Okay, so you'll see it takes a moment to go and load all the presentation slides, if you'd like to call it that. But as you edit it, as you look through it and see, okay, does this fit with my topic or not? So let's look at one that maybe wouldn't. Okay, it did actually a good job. Maybe this one over here, this looks more, I don't know, it doesn't fit with my nutrition theme. So if you want to go and make sure that image fits with it, you would go and search in the media library. I'm just going to type in food, and there are some options here for you. This one looks quite nice. I'm going to add that. Let's see. And then there we go. Okay, so now it's a bit more according to the theme. Another thing with the edit, you'll see on the left-hand side here, this is all your edit tools. You can add icons. That's not really something I do. You can go and add music. So this is music that will play as backtrack. And then you can go add styles, format, source. But I think the most important is, changing the music. So once you put your voice over it, that the music's not too loud. So just put the music, and you can go and change the song. We'll go here now what the song is that it's chosen for us for this theme. And then also the media is something you would use because perhaps it didn't align completely to the words, and you go and update that. The next thing is also just to go look at, it's now suggested some times, timing for each of these slides. Okay, you see the first one, it says 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and 7 seconds. So that is just a suggestion according to the word count, right? If you, and this supports your narration later. So let's say okay, this is going to take me a bit longer to say, so I'm going to make that 8 seconds rather, or this is going to be quicker, and you can take that down to maybe 4 seconds, and so it goes. Okay, but you're welcome to go do a practice and then see how the timing fits. But the next step is then to, as part of editing the script, is to record your voice over. Okay, so now it actually has your video here, and you just go and I just want to make sure it has my microphone, and yeah, you can go and click record. So let's just give it a moment. So welcome, students, to another exciting week in our journey through everyday nutrition science. This week, we dive into the fascinating world of designing a healthy diet. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of macronutrients and food pyramids, let me share a story with you. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. And then just to show you that, you see it now, it's just rendering a bit. It actually then plays you an example. So you can kind of hear how does it sound. You can hear how does the music in the background fit. Okay, I hope you heard that because I hope the sound plays through the while I'm sharing. But that is then now your voiceover. Obviously, you would go to the end and you would you see there. I don't know if you noticed, but in the second slide, I did need a bit more time, so I would have gone and updated the slide time into 5 seconds. And now, so once you have your recorded session, you're happy with your voiceover over the slides, then you are able to publish your video. And then once you go and publish it, I'm not going to do it now, it takes a bit of time to render it. You can download it and then upload it to your module. So that's actually Lumen5 in a nutshell. I think that's good for time, right? It's 10 minutes. So if you have any questions, we can also go into, oh, you couldn't hear it. Okay. I think there's another way to share it so that you could also share the sound with the application. But that's all right. The video did play, the sound did play. And to show you that you are able to go and download this once it's finished rendering. It also then provides a transcript separately. And yeah, but I'm open, available for any questions. If you want to hear perhaps what the paid version of Lumen5 has to offer, then I can definitely go through that as well.
Thank you so much, Linley. That was a very informative session. We have 4 minutes for question and answer, and then we'll have a 5-minute break before your next how-to episode, Linley. The floor is open for questions and comments. You can use the chat function, but you can also use the mic function. Any questions for Linley?
Sure. I see.
Dr. Eugenie?
Just Eugenie. Hi, Linley. I was wondering how many of the staff members or lecturers that you work with use this in their private capacity, or is it more as a learning designer that you would then amp up some of these slides for them?
Yeah, so in the module development, or more let them use it in their modules themselves. I'm not too sure in their private capacity. You know, the paid version also has these instant videos that you can, if I just go back to the options over here, they can, even if you have a running blog. So let's say they have, you know, in their content have a blog on nutrition, it actually, you can link your blog to it and it starts creating instant videos for you because it's connected to your URL. So that's called instant videos over here. With and again, there are some that have used it for concept videos within their module, but the majority is weekly and summary videos. Is that, I hope that answers your question, Eugenie.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
There's a question in the chat, Linley. Mariana says, thank you. This is a wonderful presentation. How much does it cost?
Okay, so there are different costs, obviously, compared to, you know, baseline to luxury model. I think it starts at $19, and I think that's per month. You can go and actually go look at the pricing and see what suits. And I would say, I mean, that's a good start. We actually also going to be, we budgeted for that for next year so that we can have, because it includes unlimited videos then. The only thing that you also have to think about is that because they're using more AI tools now, you can even use an AI voice. Okay, so that's also quite a plus. It's only in the beta version at the moment. So you can test it out, see what works for you. I haven't used that. We kind of use the voiceovers ourselves. It just also adds a personal connection it adds lecturer presence in the module itself. I think pricing, you'd find it if you just type in Lumen5. This is my billing for my account. So if you just type in Lumen5 pricing, you'd see the basic is $19. I think the next step was the standard is $29, if I remember.
Thanks, Linley. Elise is asking, can you use it with Canva or your own photos or pictures?
Yeah, sure. So you'll see that once you are in the video, okay, so I'm just opening another video, yeah, a previously created one. you'll see on the left-hand side the edit tools. There's also option, so for the media, you can go and choose media. Yeah, you'll see some are free and some aren't free, okay? But you can also upload your own. So if there's something specific you're looking for and it's like a graph that you've developed and you want to use that, then you can go and upload over here. Okay, so and it's something from Canva as well. That's also an idea. Good.
Thanks. I see a few comments in the chat. Nico says he recommends that we avoid annual subscriptions because things are changing too fast, and the next tool may be 50 times better than the one you stuck with for a year, because monthly plans work great, even if they're a bit more expensive.
Yeah, no, I think follow Nico's lead. That's a good idea. Yeah.
All right, so if there's no questions or comments anymore, I think we can take a break and you set up for the next.